Hello guys and welcome to another vlog from your boy Kurt. Today we're going to be talking about the Canon 1DX Mark II and the Ronin M combination. So I'm going to be talking to you about the challenges that I personally had with these two and how I got them to work together in perfect harmony. So before we put the camera onto the gimbal, I just wanted to show you the mounting plate and where the weights will actually go and how it will fit into it. It's much easier to see here than it is when it's actually fitted to the Ronin. So first of all, just gonna put this on the camera. So what I've done, I've put a mark right here, which allows me to set this up really easy in the position that it needs to be. So remember, there's a front and a back to this, guys. So wherever the screw is for the lens support, obviously that goes towards the lens. You loosen this a touch, flush at the back, and then we just nip this right there. These right here are used to attach the extra weights if you need extra weight on here. Goes like so and screws into there. But this isn't necessary. This is heavy enough to counterbalance this particular camera. But I found that these kind of fine tune it, so I just use these as extra weights. Just attach them to the bottom here, just in case you were wondering. You can't obviously slide it on to the gimbal with this attached, but I just wanted to show you for clarity before we put it on. So we take this off, and now we're gonna put the camera onto the gimbal. Okay. Yeah, and always remember to take your accessories off. Anything that's not gonna be part of the setup needs to be taken off before. So now we're on there. What we're gonna do now as before is attach this. Just make sure you keep supporting your camera. If you have a longer lens, it might smash into the surface that you're working on. So make sure this is nice and tight. You don't want this flying anywhere once you start using the system. Well, the first of these two that I got was the camera. So I got the 1DX Mark II, and I'd been using that for a little while. I did the research and I loved what Ronin did. I loved their stabilizers, and I thought I'm gonna get me one. Which one is gonna work with this camera? I couldn't find a lot of information about these two. There were a lot of sweet videos out there with this combination, you know. You don't actually see any behind the scenes footage. You don't actually see the setup of this particular combination. So I needed to know that it's going to actually work for sure before I went out and made this purchase, because it's not exactly cheap, is it? Canon 1DX was not on the list of compatible cameras for the Ronin M. However, the Canon 1DC, which is the sister to this, was. And the cameras are both of similar build and similar stature. And I thought, okay, other people have actually used this combo, so yeah, I'll go ahead and get it. So the Ronin came, I took it out of the box, took me a little while to get it set up, obviously. Put this bad boy in it, and it would not stabilize. For the life of me, it would not stabilize. So I thought, okay, yeah, I better read the manual, read the quick start guide, did everything it said. It would not stabilize. Oh, went on the YouTube, looked at the videos to set this up. Nope, nothing was working. I thought, what am I doing? This must be me. It must be a user error. So I took this camera off, got the 5D Mark III, which is a smaller camera, put it on there, and within minutes, it was up and running, ready to go. So now I needed to find the solution to get the 1DX and the Ronin working together. The first solution I came across was extension rods. These would plug into here and it would drop the whole system down. So off I went again searching the YouTube for this perfect solution, and I found a video from the guys at CineMill, and they explained exactly how you can achieve stabilization with larger camera bodies, not particularly this one, but how they go about doing it, and that helped me to understand what I needed to do. So what I found out from these guys, which was very helpful, was that actually using the extension tubes is not the best solution at all, because it drops it and it allows you to achieve the balance. But what it does in turn, it makes the motors work harder. So it's going to burn out the motor quicker, and it's going to decrease the battery life for the stabilizer in the end anyway. So with that information, I went away looking for the counterweights and actually found DJI made counterweights for this particular Ronin, for the Ronin M and the Ronin MX, which carry the same base plate. I've just forked out well over $1,000 on this system. I really don't want to pay £72 to get it to work. But you know, that's the initial resistance that you put up to these things. So I did have a temporary solution in the meantime, just to get it going, just to allow me to test it and to get familiar with the system. This is just a bar of steel that was cut down, and what I did was attach it to the bottom here, and that allowed me to stabilize the system. So I eventually purchased the counterweight, the adapter, and some extra weights, and that made life so much easier. It's a much more professional kit. It's easier to secure, it's easier to attach and to take off. And it turns out that I didn't actually need this extra bit of weight that I actually purchased alongside it as well. But it may come in handy for future if I needed to add anything extra to the camera that I would then need this extra counterbalance. So for now, the adapter on its own. So if you're using just this setup, I'm not sure what size lens you're going to be using on yours, but if you're just going to be using that setup, then if you just purchase the adapter, which is fitted to the camera, then that will suffice. That is more than enough, as well as your other adjustments to get your camera properly stabilized. So that's it. That was my solution, guys. That'll save you the hassle of going around the world like me, like I did, and get you there a lot quicker. There's also a couple of other extra things that I want you guys to consider before you purchase the Ronin M. One, it doesn't come with a carrying case at all, and you cannot and you should not carry this thing around in your backpack or just loosely. It needs to be properly transported. So I had to purchase a case, which cost me about £160. The counterbalance weights depends on if you're using a bigger camera or not. For normal size cameras, it's perfect. You shouldn't need that. And also a field monitor, because using this thing and having to bend down and look at the screen or try to see where you're going, it doesn't make sense. You need to have a field monitor. It is a must. So I went out and got the small HD focus, and I got it with the LPE6 Canon kit, and that cost me about 600 quid. So all in all, there was an extra £1,000 on top of what I paid for the gimbal, but life is such a breeze now. But again, it's just things for you to consider when you're going to make this purchase, that you may have to buy additional accessories to get this thing to work exactly how you want to do it. So guys, I hope this video helps some of you out there, and if you enjoyed watching this, or if you like this, or if it helped you in any way, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you next time on the next vlog. Peace. Of cameras, but so now I need to. So you don't want to do gym anymore.